This video is going to take you through the Progeny section and how to enter data into there. You can access it either through the shortcut menus as you see on the screen, shortcut icons we've set up previously, or you can go through the Progeny menu which lists all the options. We'll go through using the icons for now. So first one, let's look at transfer. What this is inter-herd transfers within your own herd where you're moving from one location to another. So for example here we're going from a breeding herd to the grower herd. This is after weaning, and you can see a number of pigs, the average weight of those pigs. It gives you a total. You can obviously put a value in terms of price on them as well. Also you can see a movement here from the grower herd to the finishing herd. Again, a total number and an average weight, and it'll give you the total all the way around, and it'll calculate it for you. So that's fairly straightforward. What you can use this for as well is to look for missing weights. So if you type to 0 into the box to look for anything missing, you can see all the weights are in, there's nothing missing, so we can just get rid of that and start afresh. You can also come into here and say if you just want to see all entries from breeding to growing, for example, click on refresh and you can see that's the most current ones there, and you can then obviously do a filter on number of days or this month. Newer than old and then just means newer than, let's say newer than say 30 days, and you can see just those two have happened in the last 30 days. So that's transfers. Deaths occur in here, again fairly straightforward with the date, the location of where those deaths have come from. You can see the number of pigs that have died. Some people put them in day by day, some people monthly. These going into a monthly. The weight of the dead pig as well you can put into here, either an average or a total, and then obviously the code for the reason for it can go in there as well. And again, use the filter line to have a look at the animals you need to look at, whether it's by location or number or weight. Again, you can see a couple of weights missing there, so that could be found by the filter line. Again, you can set up the columns if you want to change them through the layout setup button. When you send them off to slaughter, we come into the slaughter group option here, and again fairly straightforward. So we've got the dates here, the location they're coming out of is obviously the finishing herd, the number of pigs. Again, you can put either average or total weight, and this is the dead weight we're putting into here. It'll calculate the live weight for you based on your correction factor, which by default is 1.31, but you can change it if you've got your own figures. You can change it, or you can go through the setup and change it as a permanent change into there, and then you can put in your value, again either the average price or the total, and it'll work the other out for you, and it'll just calculate the per kilo price there. Average probe, you can also include gradings, other things like that as well, are all fairly standard, but you can bring them in through the layout setup. There's various other options that you can choose to set up the screen exactly how you want it to be. So you can see we've got gradings there, condemned, animals go down as rejected. You can see rejected count, rejected weight, which basically is the condemnations you're putting in, and so that's that. The two other options you may or may not use are what we call entry and exit, and these are, for entry it's pigs coming in from an outside source, so not within your own herd. So we just come into entry, and what you do is put the date of the movement, where they're coming into, you can put the number of pigs, again the weights and the value, and also you can put a source of where they came from. And if you're selling out to an outside source, you can use exit. And in this example you can see we've got a movement on the 1st of the 1st. They've gone out of the finishing herd, 50 pigs averaging 75 kilos. That's the value, and they've been sold to Joe Bloggs. So you can see that's where it goes. So that's basically how that works. We'll be doing another video on stock takes, which obviously we'll come to as we go through, but that's basically a quick run through how to set up and enter data in the Progeny herd.